What's up, everyone? I'm Jason, this is Freebird Garage, and we are building a motorcycle in one video. Normally on the channel, we're usually working on most of my bikes, Harleys, flat trackers that we're building, a lot of different projects, motors. But this one's a little bit different and means a lot to me. This is something that I want to make this so that in the future, one day, my son can look back on and actually get to witness this in a moment of time of when he was little. And I'm stoked because this is something that I'm sharing with all of you that's pretty private in my life. And I actually want to bring this to life. We're gonna build my son's very first motorcycle. Did a lot of research on trying to find something for his age, for his size and everything to be able to finally ride. It's something that he's been asking for. And when I was little, it was a 50cc motorcycle that as soon as you can pretty much get on there, whether it was with a sibling or whatever it is, or yourself, that's what you start on, gas. This one is a fully electric bike, and it's become so much more plausible for what we do and how we are. As far as other electrical bikes, I can't tell you about that, but this is an electric dirt bike. And this is about as close as I can get to making a small electric bike an actual looking dirt bike. There are a lot of these out there that somewhat resemble between like a bicycle, a toy, and a dirt bike. And this brand, beyond me for what the name is, because I've looked up multiple different companies. It is made in China, but then again, so are other dirt bike companies out there. For the majority of them, all out there are all from China or Japan or Korea, wherever you want to name it. They're over there being made, so this shouldn't be any different, hopefully. All right, so we're gonna open this up. This looks actually fully assembled from what the pictures show, because I know that is a much different aspect. All right, let's get to it. For a size comparison with the box, this is about 2.5 feet long, probably about 1.5 feet tall. So let's open up, make sure that nothing's broken. That was my biggest fear of it being shipped. Seen a couple reviews of some of the parts being broken, so fingers crossed we don't run into that, okay? Pull that to the side. Okay, we got the tail end here, pull out the tires. There's one. And I want to make sure that this stuff does not get marked up or scraped. And you know what? We're going to put this on the ground because I don't want to break this trying to lift it out of there just because. More styrofoam, a box of parts, and our front fender. All right, let's unwrap this from the plastic. All right, let's check out our goodie bag here of all of what's contained inside. Make sure we got everything covered. All right, user manual there. We'll look at that in a little bit. And we have, comes with a toolkit. He'll give us everything we need. That's kind of nice. Oh, nice. Gives you a full-on wrench there. Look at that. Couple of Allens, axle of decal, and what's inside the box? There it is, our charger. All right. Looks like a computer charger. Laptop charger. All right, pretty standard stuff. We'll go over the details of that a little bit later. Okay, we got that all set. Let's get everything cleared up so we can get everything else assembled. Going by the instructions, we gotta loosen up the triple T here so that we can get this moved up so we can install the bars. Both sides. Also, I didn't know that, comes with, I guess, a whole lifetime, not just a limited lifetime, a whole lifetime warranty. Isn't that awesome? I don't know if they'll be around for that whole life, but we'll see, all right? So let's loosen this up. That should come up. I do want this flush, so we'll go up to about like that first notch they have there on the fork. Tighten that up there. And we will get to the other side here. Get these going off so we can get the handlebars installed. Just got to pull off the plastics there. And then looks like pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. Got our gas, electric, whatever you want to call it there, I guess. Gas for the electric. Okay. And it's a very light knurling on it. Okay. So that looks good there. Get these clamps back on. For his size, I'm going to actually roll these forward so I can grab it a little bit easier. There we go. Angle a little bit farther back. We'll lock these down. These are actually interchangeable. You can actually change these out, which is sweet, because if a side that for some reason you can't reach them far enough, I could probably even put some pullbacks on here and then allow them to even grab it even better. So that's pretty sweet. I didn't think that went all the way through, but that's awesome. We got the front fender we're gonna install next. Get this whole look of the motocross going here. That screw will go right into there. Just like that. So our 2 rubber plugs up here, these are gonna go right inside there, and then our bolt, of course, will lock down right in there. So we'll get this aligned here. There we go. All right, that's locked down. Let's get our front tire on. I'll pull this apart. Just short of pretty much a bicycle tire. All right, these are plastic, fully sealed bearings all the way around. Our axle here, our 2 spacers. Pull one of these caps off here. Stay on the one side there. And let's see here, make sure we got the right side going. All right, yep, looks good. So we will prop this up. And we'll lock this down. It did come with another 15, so good thing we have another 15 hanging around. We'll lock that down there. Awesome. We gotta do our rear shock absorber. Probably should start off with this first. That's all right. The instruction says that, but we're gonna get that up and under. There we go. Time for the most important part, which is the brakes. All right, hopefully he uses these. Okay, good way to learn. Slip this over underneath. Get anchor in there. Awesome. All right, now we can start pulling off all the stickers to show what this thing looks like. All right, I have to pull these protectors off here, get our final look. Nothing's gonna complete our dirt bike without our racing numbers on there. 51. All right, what if they all probably go on 51? Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully not. Maybe they do a little variation so there's not a bunch of 51s racing at the same time. That would make sense, right? Got this one here, pull that one off. We'll plug in our charger. This is literally like a laptop charger. That's wild. There we go, that's plugged in. We'll let that charge up. Fresh off the charger, probably let it go for about 30 minutes, enough to at least see what it does. We've got 3 settings we can run through, 5, 10, and 15. I went all the way to the max of 15 so we can just see what it does, all right? So, real simple. Turn the button on. There's how much power we got. And let's see if we can burn some rubber. Woo! Look at that. That's awesome. Probably already too much power for my son to even go through anyways, but that's the way we could start off. I'll probably switch it to 5 miles an hour. Now it does say to charge it for at least 3 hours to get the full battery effect, and then it should run anywhere between an hour to 3 hours. My guess, if I get a good hour and a half, I'll be happy. I don't expect much, at least an hour will be fine, because beyond that, that is a lot of riding for someone that's little, going consistently. And we got a lot to practice on with this bike before we go and do that. Now, Couple specs, if you're wondering what this bike is, what size. Oop, I'm gonna take it off the table here. We got suspension up front. That was an add-on option you can go with. Everything else is pretty much stock. The 12-inch tires, that's standard for this bike size that they have. They do make a 16, and the 16, I believe, comes with a disc in the front. There's no disc in the front for this one. Disc in the rear. The disc looks like it came off a mountain bike. I'm pretty stoked about it. It looks great. It doesn't look, I should say, chintzy on it, and it looks great on there. Full chain, which is great, comes with a nice cover so you don't get any little legs chopped up into here. My biggest sell point that I really wanted on this bike was actually the swing arm here. The swing arm looks and feels like an actual motocross swing arm or on a street bike swing arm. It's got full suspension back here so you can actually tighten up the chain and everything. It needs to be lubricated, and the suspension on this, you can actually adjust this. So right now this sits at like 17.5, which is a little bit on the lower end side, so you can have a little bit of a smaller rider on here, at least 3 age or 36 inches in tall wise to get on here. And it can be lowered about 1 inch. So I still got some wiggle room if the legs don't fully seat well when he sits on it to be able to ride it, so we can move that down. Pretty sweet. I don't know how many bikes are out there that are gonna have that. And on top of that, just that the whole geometry of the bike mimics the whole motocross look with the whole steel frame. The motor is nicely covered up. It meshes well with the whole plastics. I'm just stoked. I just can't believe that it actually looked like the pictures after buying it. And I'm excited. I'm super happy to be able to do this with my son, be able to give it to him when he finally sees this video. I don't know how old he'll be. Maybe when he's older and remembers this, but this will be a timestamp for him to see in the future. But for now, guys, that'll be me in this one. I would greatly appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell what you think. And for those who have already subscribed, thank you, and as always, stay free. Catch you guys later. Peace.